Luke Rockhold versus Jan Blachowicz. Okay, this is a great fight, and I think it's a big challenge for Rockhold. And if Rockhold thinks he's going to come through and fucking waltz through Blachowicz, he's got another thing coming. Both guys coming off big KO losses in similar fashion. Okay, brutal KO losses. Both guys coming back relatively soon. Luke Rockhold's had more time to recover, which I already like as a favour. This is a big fight at UFC 239. And I think people are sleeping on this a little bit with the big fights as well, like Masvidal and Askren. But Luke Rockhold versus Jan Blachowicz is a big fight, because if Luke Rockhold can win, and win impressively, and shift up the rankings in a good way, he could be next in line for a title just like that. And Rockhold versus Jones is a fight I'd like to see. And I think that Rockhold's going to be able to get the job done here. I will say this, and here's how I've come to my conclusion. Thiago Santos was able to pick apart Jan Blachowicz from the outside with some leg kicks, with some kicks, with some pitter-patter shots. Jan Blachowicz was having success, yes, but he was never being able to find the target on Thiago Santos. Thiago Santos is a forward momentum fighter. He does not fight like he did against Blachowicz very often, okay? All he knows is come forward, swing the fucking kitchen sink at you, and fucking throw the plates out with it. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't give a fuck. Luke Rockhold is a counter-striker. That is his game plan. And if Thiago Santos can change his style of fighting to match and beat Blachowicz, then Rockhold for damn sure can keep his style of fighting and beat Blachowicz at his own game. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm judging this, because Thiago Santos had to adapt his style to fight Blachowicz in the first 2 rounds. Okay, and managed to get the job done. And Luke Rockhold fights how Thiago Santos did against Blachowicz all the time anyway. So he's going to get the job done. In my opinion, he's going to be more comfortable in that way. I think he's going to outrange Blachowicz. I think you're going to realise as well just how ridiculous it is that Rockhold made middleweight. Because I think he's going to look fucking huge in here. He has the reach advantage. He's going to have the significant size advantage. And even if he doesn't have a big reach advantage in the hands, the legs are going to be a huge differential for him. He's going to be able to touch up Blachowicz where Blachowicz can't touch him. And I think Blachowicz game plans here is going to have to be come forward and swing like crazy. I don't think he's going to have to play this pitter-patter game with Luke Rockhold. I think he's going to have to try and David Branch him, but do a better job of it with a bit more power at light heavyweight. David Branch, technical guy. What's the one thing you can do against Rockhold and people know they can do? Come forward and try and find that weak chin of his. But I don't think it's going to work. I think Luke Rockhold's chin is going to be a lot better. He's taken a lot of time off. Okay? I think it's going to be a lot better for him at light heavyweight without draining as much weight as he did. Okay, I think he's going to be a bit better. I know he's healed up a lot of injuries that he's had over the years. And I think he's going to do a damn good job at countering Blachowicz coming in. Picking him apart with leg kicks from the outside. And eventually, at some point in the second round, once he's chewed up Blachowicz enough, I feel like he's going to go and pressure Blachowicz to the cage. Wherever that scenario will be, if it's Blachowicz engaging on him and him finding the clinch, or Rockhold pushing Blachowicz up against the cage and finding it himself, and he's going to show his grappling prowess by finding the body lock. That's what Rockhold's key to victory is, okay? He needs to find the body lock. I don't think he's going to be able to take down Blachowicz with a single leg or a double leg, and that's not Rockhold's style either. Rockhold is like... There's certain guys that are grapplers, not wrestlers. Okay? Wrestlers are going to drive for the double leg. And they're probably going to find it. Grapplers are going to drag you down. Okay? They're going to spin you round. They're going to lock you up against the cage. And they're going to fucking flip you onto the ground. You know, they're not going to do the traditional wrestling moves. And I think Rockhold's going to show Blachowicz that. I think he's going to have a huge size advantage. And I think he's going to be looking to find a body lock to drag Blachowicz to the ground. And hey, I'll tell you this. If Alexander Gustafsson can control you on the ground, Luke Rockhold's going to be able to do it, and he'll finish you there. Okay? I know I've just did a video where I didn't want to bring up MMA math, but I'm going to do it now. Gustafsson, I know he's a little bit bigger than Rockhold. He is quite a bit bigger than Rockhold, but Gustafsson is not known for his extreme wrestling. Yes, he took down Jones for the first time, but also Jones, that was the last thing Jones was expecting. A lot of people made a huge deal out about Gustafsson's grappling. Okay? A huge deal out of it. Oh my god, he took down Jones for the first time in his career. How much grappling do you think Jones was training in that Gustafsson first fight? You know? They made a huge deal saying DC couldn't take Jones down, but Gustafsson could. Gustafsson better than DC at grappling. Woodley couldn't take Darren Till down, but Stephen Wonderboy Thompson could. See the analogy I'm coming with here. Gustafsson isn't a great grappler, but he was able to hold down Blachowicz and land some good shots on top. If Luke Rockhold is on top of you, on the ground, in any situation in this fight, he's going to be a fucking heavy mess on top of you. Find your back, flatten you out, and Lyoto Machida you. And bash your fucking brains in before you tap to strikes. And I think that's exactly what's going to happen. I think Rockhold's going to get on the ground, body lock Blachowicz in the clinch, wrestle him down using just brute strength, find himself in a side control situation as Blachowicz tries to get up, which smartly he should do. Rockhold's going to be able to manage his weight, find himself on the back of Blachowicz and either go for the rear naked choke or the ground and pound from the back mount. And that's what I think is going to happen here. I think it's going to be a great fight. And I think Rockhold may get tagged. And I want him to get tagged. I want Rockhold to get hit. And I want him to get hit hard. I don't know about you guys. I don't want to see a one-sided beatdown from Rockhold where he doesn't get touched. I want to know how that chin stands up at light heavyweight. I want to see the improvement. You know? I don't want to still have an unknown when he goes to fight Jones. Even though Jones doesn't have big knockout power. I want to see something from Rockhold. I want to see him feel out the striking, be picking apart Blachowicz, eat a huge shot, and eat it. And eat it well. And chew it. Maybe add some more seasoning to that. You know, and really savour the taste of that in his mouth before he swallows. You know, and really eat that shot and digest it in himself. Okay? And then come back and be like, I'm good. I can take shots. Glass chin Rockhold who? That's the middleweight me. I'm a changed man now. Fuck you, Bisping. Even though I'm a Bisping fan. I don't know. I don't know why I said fuck you, Bisping, if I'm honest with you. What am I talking about? Yeah, I want him to take a big shot. I want to see that chin improved without the weight cut. I hope it does. And I want to see him manage to fucking find a grappling takedown in the second round. Bring Blachowicz to the ground and set up a big fight, which is more interesting than both Anthony Smith versus Jones and Santos versus Jones. And see if he can set up a Rockhold versus Jones fight because they have history with each other. They have history with each other. Rockhold's been training and emulating Jones to DC for his entire career. You know? DC's been training for Jones his whole life. Rockhold's been preparing DC for Jones on many training camps. Okay, they have a history of gyms. Jones versus AKA. Jackson Wink versus AKA in general. To be honest with you. And I think the Rockhold has a better chance than both Santos and Anthony Smith of beating Jones. And I think it's a fight I'd like to see. So I think Rockhold's going to get the job done in the second round by TKO or submission. From the back mount. Remember, from the back mount. That's how I think it's going to go down. It's going to be in the second or the end of the first. Make your pick. Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'm live Tuesdays and Thursdays at somewhere between 8 PM and 9 PM GMT. It depends what time I get finished just wanking and shitting. That seems to be all I do nowadays. And like drinking Pepsi as well. So yeah. Hit that button. Goodbye.